Hi, my name's Emma, and let's talk spooky stuff. Welcome back to another video where we look forward at what is coming out next month. Or if you're watching it in October, this month on VOD. I'm super excited for this one because I have double the amount that I normally have. It is spooky season and we are ready to go. First off, I do get a lot of questions on how I watched all these films on VOD when I live in Australia. And the answer for that is a VPN. And that brings me to today's sponsor, which is Surfshark. Surfshark is a VPN which stands for Virtual Private Network. Not only do they encrypt all of your information and protect your identity online, they allow you to access geo-blocked content. With a flick of a switch, you can enter any country's Netflix library and access all of those films you've been missing out on. And you can even use Surfshark on your mobile device so you're protected on the go. Surfshark have a 30-day risk-free money-back guarantee. So if you aren't happy with the product within 30 days, you can ask for your money back, no problems. Surfshark are offering you guys 83% off and 3 months free. Just use my code SPOOKY if you want to get the discount. The link is in the down bar, so definitely check it out. Surfshark is my favorite VPN that I've used thus far. The interface is just really nice and they're very user-friendly, so I really enjoy their product and I've been paying out of pocket for over a year now. So thank you Surfshark for sponsoring this video and let's get on to the VOD content. I'm so excited. Let's start off with Scare Me. To kick off this month, we have slick horror comedy Scare Me. From what I've read, the film is an original and experimental idea about strangers who come together to tell scary stories. But the more they commit to their stories, the more they become a reality. The film is directed by Josh Rubin, who also stars in the film alongside of Anya Cash and Chris Redd. This looks like the perfect wild card to warm us up for the spooky season, and it's going to be released on Shudder on the 1st of October. Next, I am so excited to talk to you about The Haunting of Bly Manor. This is the big one. The Haunting of Bly Manor is the second season of Mike Flanagan's Haunting of Hill House, which was one of the best horror TV shows I've ever seen. And if you haven't seen it, obviously I highly recommend it, and now is the time to binge watch it on Netflix. Many horror fans have patiently been waiting almost 2 years for the follow-up season, which is based on the novella of The Turn of the Screw by Henry James. The season will feature some of the same actors from the first season playing different characters. At the end of the first season, Flanagan announced that if The Haunting of Hill House was to be renewed, it would become an anthology series, with each season focusing on a different haunting. I loved season 1 so much, and I promise you I will be covering season 2 to a T with a spoiler-free review and then a breakdown. So be excited and subscribe if you haven't. The Haunting of Bly Manor comes out on the 9th of October on Netflix. Another one I'm very excited for is comedy horror thriller 12 Hour Shift. The film has been shown at 3 different festivals, including Fright Fest in August of this year. Angela Bettis is back in all of her glory as she plays a nurse who has to find a replacement kidney for an organ trafficker. The film also stars David Arquette and Chloe Farnworth. The film looks quirky and fun. It's Angela Bettis how we love her. This one is listed for USA release on the 2nd of October. So with the next one, there's no word if this is a play on the 70s classic Let's Scare Jessica to Death, but I'm assuming it's taking some liberties. Let's Scare Julie to Death, which has now been shortened to Let's Scare Julie, is a bit of a mystery, and I have to say the tone of the trailer is a tad messy. The film is about a group of teenagers who attempt to scare their new neighbor, but the pranks backfire. I'm hoping I'll eat my words, and this is a complete underdog. The film was actually filmed in real time, found footage style, so it's one complete take. The movie will be released on the 2nd of October across VOD platforms. In October, The Legend of Mothman finally gets its own documentary. Available for digital download on the 20th of October, the film tells the tale of MOTHMAN, a red-eyed creature with wings that is rumored to watch over rural West Virginia. They've put together some beautifully haunting images along with some really interesting interviews. I know I'll be checking this one out. I'm all for MOTHMAN. The truth is out there. Or in West Virginia. Bad Hair is a Hulu original film that played at Sundance earlier this year. starring Elle Lorraine, Jay Farrow, Kelly Rowland, Laverne Cox, Usher, and James Van Der Beek. The film is set in late 80s and follows a woman who gets a weave in order to fit the beauty standards of the image-obsessed music television world. But her new hair comes with dangerous consequences. The film looks deep and sinister. From a glance, it seems like a reflection on the beauty standards minorities are faced with in order to succeed in the entertainment industry. And honestly, I'm all in. This one is due for release on the 23rd of October. The next film, Chop Chop, is set for internet release on the 20th of October. And doesn't this image remind you of The Amanda Show? No, just me? This film seems to be a home invasion with a twist. The film is about a killer who targets a young couple who are harboring a secret of their own. This one is a lower budget film, but I do like the spin on this simple concept. The film will be available to rent or to buy on iTunes, Prime, Vudu, and other streaming platforms. Next, let's talk about the Welcome to the Blumhouse Prime releases. These are 4 different films that are going to be released onto Prime on the 13th of October, each promising to be unsettling and unique. First up, we have Nocturne. This horror mystery stars Madison Iseman, known for the new Jumanji, Goosebumps 2, and Annabelle Comes Home. And she's alongside Sydney Sweeney, who was incredible in Euphoria, The Handmaid's Tale, and Sharp Objects. The film is about a gifted pianist who makes a sinister trade to overtake her older sister at a prestigious musical institution. Next is Black Box. This sci-fi thriller is about a man who loses his memory after a car accident and undergoes an experimental medical treatment to discover who he really is. The film stars Mahmoud Athi from Underwater, The Circle, and Patty Cakes, which I loved. The third is Evil Eye, and this is a unique story about a superstitious mother who is convinced her daughter's new boyfriend is the reincarnation of a man who threatened her life over 30 years ago. I told you, it's super unique. I'm pretty keen to check this one out. Last is Between the Earth and Sky, which has been renamed To the Lie. This film was actually shown in September of 2018 at the Toronto International Film Festival, but only now is it gearing up for a wide release. The film is a drama horror mystery starring Joey King as Kayla, a girl who is traveling to dance camp with her father when she gets mixed up in a dark lie when they spot her best friend on the side of the road. But if you don't have Prime, don't worry, I have you covered. The next 3 releases are going to be on Netflix. This next one is really interesting. Nobody Sleeps in the Woods Tonight is a Polish horror thriller and was promoted with the slogan, "The First Polish Slasher." The film was supposed to have a theatrical release on the 13th of March, which was Friday the 13th. But of course, with the pandemic, this was cancelled. The film is about a group of teenagers that go hiking in the woods without the help of technology. The plan for them is to reconnect with nature and take some time away from their phones. But what is waiting for them is darker than anything they've ever seen online. Interesting premise, but what I'm most excited about is that the original score for this film was inspired by the music of John Carpenter. This one is out on the 28th of October. Next, we head to Norway for Cadaver. This horror mystery drama is about a family that are invited to a dinner hosted by a quirky hotel owner. But things go from unusual to dangerous when people start disappearing, leaving the family wondering what the true purpose of the evening is. I'm pretty into the vibe of the trailer. It's very ominous while being beautifully haunted. I can't wait to see this one. It is scheduled for the 22nd of October. Last, but definitely not least, is His House, and this is scheduled for late October. At the time of filming this, it does not have a trailer, but the film is about a refugee couple that escaped from post-war torn South Sudan, and now they have to adjust to their new life in a small English town, but not everything is as it seems. This one won the NHK Award in 2018, and it's going to be released on Netflix on the 30th of October. I hope you enjoyed this list just as much as I did. I'm really excited. I definitely think we have some hidden gems here. I just can't wait for October and everything it's gonna bring. Of course, I am doing 13 days of horror in October towards the end, but one of the reasons I'm doing that is because now I'm gonna have time to watch some of these new releases as they come out and share the excitement with you all. I'm so excited for what this month is gonna bring, and I hope to take you along with me throughout the journey. If you haven't subscribed, please do. I do 2 videos every single week, and a lot more of them in October, and I talk about everything to do with horrors, thrillers, breaking them down, giving you lots of recommendations, and of course some reviews. I hope to see you guys very soon. Stay spooky and take care of yourself.